I had been looking forward to our 10th wedding anniversary for months. Josh and I had talked about taking a trip somewhere tropical, maybe a quiet beach resort where we could sip cocktails and reminisce about our journey together. But as the date approached, he became increasingly vague about our plans. "Just trust me," he'd say with a smirk whenever I asked. Normally, I wouldn't mind a surprise. Josh had always been thoughtful when it came to our anniversaries. He knew how much I loved romantic gestures, and in the past, he had gone above and beyond. Weekend getaways, candlelit dinners, even a scrapbook of our best memories one year. So when he insisted he had something planned, I let myself believe it would be special. But when the day finally arrived, I started feeling uneasy. There was no mention of packing bags, no hints about dressing up for dinner. Instead, Josh was unusually quiet. I woke up to the smell of coffee brewing downstairs and smiled as I stretched in bed. Maybe he had made me breakfast. I got up, threw on a robe, and made my way to the kitchen. Josh stood by the counter, sipping from his favorite mug, looking oddly nervous. "Morning," I said, giving him a quick kiss on the cheek. "So, what's the plan?" He cleared his throat and set his cup down. "Actually, there's something I need to tell you." His serious tone sent a chill through me. "Okay." Before he could answer, the doorbell rang. He glanced at me, then at the door. "I'll get it," he muttered. I watched as he walked across the room, my heart pounding for reasons I couldn't explain. He opened the door, and standing on our porch was someone I didn't expect, his best friend, Adam. Adam and Josh had been friends since college, practically inseparable. I had always liked Adam well enough, but he and I had never been particularly close. He was the fun, carefree bachelor who never settled down, always traveling, always living in the moment. Seeing him here, today of all days, made no sense. "Surprise," Adam said, stepping inside with a grin. I blinked, confused. "Adam, what are you doing here?" Josh shut the door behind him and rubbed the back of his neck. "So, Adam's part of the anniversary plan." I stared at them, waiting for the punchline. "What does that mean?" Josh exhaled. "Well, you know how you always say we don't do enough spontaneous things? I figured, why not change it up this year?" My stomach twisted. "By inviting Adam?" Adam chuckled. "Don't look so scared. I promise I'm not crashing. Josh actually planned a whole weekend for the three of us." I looked back at my husband, hoping he'd tell me this was a joke. But he just smiled, looking pleased with himself. I forced a laugh. "A weekend? Josh, our anniversary is supposed to be about us." Josh nodded.
And it is.
But I thought, why not do something different? Adam's been wanting to go on a road trip for a while, and I thought it'd be fun if we all went together. For a moment, I just stood there, struggling to process. A road trip? With his best friend? On our anniversary? I swallowed my frustration.
"Josh,
I love you, but this isn't exactly what I had in mind." Josh's face fell slightly. "I know, but think about it. No fancy dinners, no over-the-top gifts. Just us, the open road, and some good memories. Isn't that more meaningful?" I glanced at Adam, who was watching us with mild amusement. He didn't seem to realize how bizarre this was. I took a deep breath. "So let me get this straight. Instead of celebrating our marriage, you want to go on a road trip with Adam?" Josh hesitated. "I thought it'd be fun. Something we'll always remember." I forced myself to stay calm. "And you didn't think to run this by me?" Josh winced. "I wanted it to be a surprise." I sighed, rubbing my temples. "Josh, a surprise is a romantic dinner or a weekend getaway for two. Not this." Adam cleared his throat. "Hey, if this is weird, I can go." Josh shook his head quickly.
No.
"It's fine." Then he turned to me. "Come on, Sarah. Just give it a chance." I wanted to argue. I wanted to tell him how incredibly hurtful this was. But part of me also knew Josh wasn't trying to be cruel. He just didn't get it. I took another deep breath.
"Fine.
But I get to pick the first stop." Josh grinned, pulling me into a hug. "That's my girl." As he turned to grab his bag, Adam shot me a knowing look. "This is gonna be fun." I wasn't so sure.